Alright, yo, what's going on, guys? Sam here, back again with another video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the whole MyTeam Limited process and how I earned my ring this weekend and the lineup I used and just my overall thoughts about the game mode and going into the future with the game mode. So going ahead and getting right into it, better grab my controller here. We're going to start with, well, we'll go to the MyTeam Limited mode and we'll see that obviously we can no longer play the game mode because it's Labor Day, it's the 7th. And yeah, it's not the weekend anymore. I'm kind of surprised they didn't have it go into the holiday. I guess it's not a holiday worldwide, so I guess it makes sense. But the weekend's over, so I can't play Limited anymore, and that's fine because I don't really want to play anymore. But we did get a ring, as you see, and I am going to consider myself lucky because the number of games that I played was about, I think I played 11 games for this ring, and I'll go ahead and throw my reaction and just the final game up on the screen here. I'll be over this recording right here, and I was so happy. Seriously, that was the last game I was going to play for this ring, and I luckily got it. But for some people, they didn't get as lucky, and this is where I kind of want to get into the whole problems with it. But let me quickly just go over the lineup I used too, because I'm sure some people who didn't watch the stream yesterday are probably curious what lineup I used, and I guess I'll go over my overall thoughts, well, after that. Yeah, I'll go over my thoughts after that. But here is the lineup I used, and I liked it because the requirements, if I go back quickly here, the requirements said you could use, okay, they don't even have the requirements, but I'm pretty sure it was like you can use one ruby card and above, and then the rest have to be sapphires. And this is the lineup I was rocking with. I used the sapphire Kyle Lowry in NBA 2K. That's crazy, but I actually love this card. He had range extender and stuff like that. He had 26 badges. Then I had the duo alongside Pascal Siakam, which was just great. If we can quickly just look at the boost here. It was really good. This Kyle Lowry had 82 3-ball, which is really good. And then he mixed that with the shooting patch, and then he has range and stuff. Like, this card was really good. He had great defense, 88 perimeter defense. He has clamps. Just overall, like, a really, really good card. I don't think he has steady shooter. Yeah, he's quick for a step. Like, this card was really, really good. I don't think I've ever loved a Kyle Lowry card until this year or this weekend. And yeah, Kyle Lowry, Pascal Siakam, they definitely did their job. The one Ruby card I went with was Paul George, but by far the best card on my team that if I needed a quick bucket, got me a bucket, was definitely this Brian Russell. This Brian Russell, man, hands down, the best and only token card I think that's worth getting in the game so far this year. I wouldn't go farther than Sapphire just because the cards after Sapphire right now, in my opinion, just aren't really good. You can just get better cards off the market. But this Brian Russell, man, he has clamps. He had Green Machine, Hot Zone Hunter, then he had Catch and Shoot, Slippery Off-Ball Pests, and yeah, Corner Special Catch and Shoot. He wouldn't miss a shot in the corner, and then after the shot patch, or the shooting hot fix, like, he did not miss. He was an instant bucket. And then at center, we had Kristaps Porzingis, which this card actually surprised me quite a bit. He actually got buckets and got a lot of rebounds when I needed them. And yeah, I usually probably would have gone with a Ruby center, but Kristaps actually held his own, and we kind of were going for the whole everyone can shoot aspect of things, because a lot of people ran Shaq. That's like the only problem they gave Porzingis when we had a Shaq on the floor. That there's like one game where Shaq out rebounded me like 20-2, but other than that, I think we didn't have any problems. But moving on to the bench, we used Maurice Cheeks, again, one of the best budget cards in the game. Like I don't know, he's definitely, for this tournament, other than like that Gus Williams, which is like the fastest card in the game, this Maurice Cheeks, man, really good. Probably, obviously, a better defender than Lowry because he had 17 gold badges, and they're all like playmaking defense. Can't shoot, but he, off the bench to keep our score, to keep the lead, Maurice Cheeks would come and just play good defense. Then Lillard, I originally started with Lillard at the 1, but then Lillard, this card, again, 40 badges, and then the way his shooting is right now, all you need is good stats, which he has only a 77.3. Thought it was higher than that, but he has 77.3, but then he has a bunch of badges, so this card was just absolutely killer. There was a game where someone dropped, like, 2 people dropped like 40 points with Lillard, so I ended up putting him over Kobe Bryant at the 2. At the 3, I had James Posey, which this card absolutely lit people up because of the shooting. He has 81.3, and then Jonathan Isaac at the 4, defensive beast. We know what Jonathan Isaac can do, and he occasionally would hit a corner 3 with the right stick, even though he only had like a 69 3-ball. And then at center, I went ahead and sold him because I did all the XP challenges for him. I had Marc Gasol, which in my opinion was a sleeper center. He has like catch and shoot on gold, and then Intimidator, and just great card all around. The only thing that was lacking was speed. So that was my lineup I used, and I believe my record, I went like And I played 12 games in total, I believe, 11 or 12. And then there's one where I lagged out, which again, we'll get to this in a second, what I think about the game mode, any problems I ran into, but there was one game where I lagged out. So I think I played a total of 12, but I had 11 wins, and then all together I think I played 14 games because I lost like 2 of them. But overall, had a good time. It was really fun. I'm loving the gameplay this year. I'm not hating the shooting as much anymore. Obviously they fixed it, but I don't know. I use the right stick, and I think you guys should start to use the right stick too, because I was actually splashing with this team quite a bit. But now that we gone through my lineup and stuff, now my thoughts on this MyTeam Limited game mode. I will be throwing in clips here probably from this weekend and stuff. Now here's what I think about the tournament. And I'm curious what you guys think too, or not the tournament, but what I think about this game mode. I'm curious what you guys are going to say too. Let me know in the comments below as I go through these, or right now what you think about it. But I think this has potential to be the best game mode in NBA 2K21. I think it is the best one in NBA 2K21. However, there's some flaws with it, and I don't know, yeah, I think it's a flaw. So the first thing, and I think everyone's going to agree with this, especially the people who didn't get a ring, the RNG, the number of games it takes to get a ring is ridiculous at times, because it's RNG, it's a random number generator, it's a random, chance, like probably like 2% or something of getting a ring in the middle, or, on the left or right, and then guessing, like, basically, I got it on the left side. I was lucky and chose the right side, but pretty much what I was hearing all weekend is if you don't get it in the middle, you're not getting a ring, which is just, in my opinion, a problem. If you play 30-some games, which I believe DBG played, I saw YU Mad played like 20-some games, Jake Mason 20 to 30, and then I'm trying to think other people. Like, I don't know, it's obviously random number of games around the community. For me, it took 12. Others it took up to 30. Some guy I saw, he's played like 50 or 60 games, and he did see 2 rings, but he didn't get a ring. So I don't know, the whole random thing, like, I understand they don't want to make it so everyone can get the prize. However, I feel like this, if I had to design the system, this is what I would do. I would make it, a random random chance of getting the badge, just like it is now. However, if you play a total of 20, I didn't even say 25, but I'm, anywhere between 20 and 30, assuming each game takes like 30 minutes, that's a lot of time. That's a lot of time for an average person on the weekend to play. But let's say it's 25 games, okay? 25 wins, and you get a badge or a ring. That's what I think we should do, because if you get a ring before it, because of the random, random number generator, great. Get one on game 7 instead of win 25, great. But then, if you're really unlucky, like some people, just get 25 wins, which again is a lot, but hey, they want to make it tough. 25 wins and boom, you get a ring. I think that should be the approach, just because we have people, playing all weekend and they still don't get a ring. They're good they're good players, and it's out of their control. I mean, you can only play so many games in one weekend. And here's the other thing too, I'm almost forgetting. So we need 6 rings to get the Ralph Sampson. I don't know. Here's the prize. It's 6 rings for Ralph Sampson. And here's the thing too, I don't understand. And maybe they're gonna do something next week about it and stuff. Or maybe they'll have like a chance for you to catch up on rings. Or maybe they'll have it where like you can win multiple rings, in the upcoming weeks. Like maybe week 2 you can win up to 2 if you need 2 or something. But assuming they're only gonna let you have 1 ring every week, if you don't get a ring this week, or you don't get the game till week 2 or 3, how are you gonna get Ralph Sampson? I mean, yeah, you can get these other prizes, but I think most people probably want the Ralph Sampson or the Hall of Fame badge. So hopefully 2K is aware of this. They're being very, very transparent this year, which I have to give them the credit for, which is great to see. You love seeing transparency and communication with the company and the consumer. But I don't know. Maybe they'll change it up. Maybe we just have to wait for week 2, and maybe there's a chance to win multiple rings. That would probably be a good move too. I don't know. I know a couple people that stayed up all night. I think Shake and Bake. I had a couple mods in my stream. They stayed up all night, and they played till legit the last second the event was available, and they didn't get a ring. They played like 20 plus games. Like I don't know. I just think there needs to be a guaranteed win amount or something, because when you leave it up to 2K and the random chance of getting something, it essentially just becomes like a vault, but you're playing 30-minute games instead of 7-minute games. So I don't know. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below on what you think of this game mode. In my opinion, I think it's the most fun I've ever had, just because there's, you know, certain requirements you have to follow, and there's not just godly cards out right now. So far, limited is my favorite game mode ever in 2K21. I think it has a lot of potential. Just fix a couple of these flaws in the system, and we should be good to go. But again, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. And if you're new and made it this far, subscribe. We live stream every day. We make videos every day. And if you guys are already subscribed, thank you. Just be sure to hit the like button. And again, let me know in the comments below what you think. But guys, until next time, peace out.